Samm Marshall for Social TV. You can go to our website for positive stories. It's www.social-tv.co.za. Now, South Africa's hunger challenge is no longer something you only see in reports. It's showing up in classrooms. Across the country, teachers are seeing the same patterns. Children arriving at school without having eaten. Some sharing food, some trying to get through the morning quietly, and it raises a serious question. What does learning look like when a child is hungry? Because when survival comes first, learning becomes harder. New research from FoodForward SA's State of Household Food Insecurity in South Africa report 2026 gives us a much clearer picture of the scale. Around 70% of households are experiencing moderate to severe food insecurity. 1 in 4 households is in severe food insecurity, sometimes going an entire day without food. Children are amongst those most affected. Most live in food insecure homes, and roughly 1/3 experience severe hunger. And one of the most telling insights, get this, nearly 78% of adults say they've had to explain to children why there isn't enough food at home. This is not just short-term pressure, it reflects deeper structural challenges across households. But there is something important about this moment, because better data doesn't just highlight problems, it improves decision making. It allows organizations, government, and partners to target support more effectively, scale what is working, and allocate resources where they are needed most. So while the numbers are difficult, they are also useful. And this is where the issue becomes very real, because hunger doesn't stay at home. It shows up in the classroom. Teachers report fatigue, low energy, poor concentration, reduced participation, and this is not about behavior, it's simply about biology. A child cannot focus if their basic needs are not met. As FoodForward SA's Andy Duplessis puts it, you cannot expect a child to focus on learning when hunger is part of their daily reality, which is why this conversation is shifting. School nutrition is no longer just support, it's part of the learning system itself. And this is where we start to see meaningful progress through the Breakfast for Better Days initiative, a partnership between FoodForward SA and Mars. More than 62 million nutritious meals have been served since 2014. Today, the program supports around 35,000 learners across 50 schools. Gauteng 8,000, KZN 15,000, in the Eastern Cape 12,000. And what makes this work is not just scale, it's consistency. FoodForward SA manages the full logistics chain, that's sourcing, warehousing, transportation, distribution, ensuring that food reaches schools reliably, because in this context, consistency is impact. Now, breakfast plays a particularly important role. For many learners, it is the first meal of the day, and sometimes, to be truthful, the only reliable one. Research globally shows that school breakfast programs improve attention, attendance, participation, academic performance. But there is also a human element. It brings dignity. That's when everyone eats, no one is singled out. This story also reflects a wider global trend. Food insecurity is rising in many regions, driven by economic pressure, unemployment, climate-related challenges, inequality, and what we are seeing is that hunger is not only a social issue, it's a developmental issue, because when children struggle to learn, the long-term impact affects entire economies. So yes, the scale of hunger in South Africa is serious, but what this research shows and why it matters is this: we understand the problem better, we can respond more effectively, and we can build what is already working. Because alongside the challenge, there is real progress. Billions of meals are served, partnerships delivering results, systems that are already making a difference, and that's where the story shifts. Because the goal is not just to highlight need, it's to show what's working and how it can scale. And in this case, it starts with something as simple and as powerful as breakfast. At Social TV, we tell the stories that matter. So remember, go to our platform, check out our positive stories. It's www.social-tv.co.za. And remember, be good, do good.